the consciousness ultimate reality, we studied about every consciousness, 89 types of consciousness, and sometimes 121 consciousness, and again the mental process. All mental process we finish. All mental process mean uh, Pancha Dwara Chittaviti, or the five door mental process, and the Mano Dwara Chittaviti, what is called the mind or mental process. So everything we finish, and if you have, whenever you have free time, please follow this thing. Otherwise, it will be missed from your mind. So this consciousness chart is very, very important. It is, it should be keep in mind by heart, right? So then we today the second the other ultimate reality we want to study, that's the Cetasika part, or the mental factor, or we can say mental concomitants. Mental concomitants, right? Mental factor or the mental concomitants. Please write down. Now we take into the mental factors, mental concomitants, or we can say mental concomitants. This is Cetasika. Cetasika is the plural. Cetasika is the Cetasika. You can say Cetasika, right? Cetasika. This is the Pali term. Everybody should be write down. Everybody should write. Everybody should write down. Everything should be write down, because otherwise you miss from your mind. In the long run, you miss. So therefore, everybody should write down this thing. So this is the topic. Topic is the mental factor or the mental concomitants. Write down both. Then you can take the meaning. You can take any meaning. In the Pali, it is the Cetasika. Now we have what are the we first we want to do what are the mental factors. So this is the common features of the mental factors. Please write down common features of the mental factors. That means common to all mental factors. So first one, there are four features. There are four features common to all mental factors. The first one is, it usually these mental factors arise with the mind. Arise with the mind. This is the first feature. Arise with the mind. That means at the same time. Arise at the simultaneously in the same time. It arises simultaneously with the mind, and then it usually pass away with the mind, right? It usually pass away with the mind. Write down. And the number usually passes away with the mind, simultaneously with the mind. And the third feature of the mental concomitants is it takes the same object that mind takes, right? Whatever the mind takes, whatever the object mind takes, it takes the same object. This is the third thing. Whatever the object mind takes, they also takes the same object. Mental concomitants, right? And then the fourth one is, every consciousness, I told you, every consciousness based on, or we can say every consciousness depend upon on the materiality. So this materiality called basis, right? Base or the basis. So this mental factors also takes the same base, whatever the base takes the mind. Whatever the base that takes the mind. That means same base. Mind and mental factors share the same base. It arises with the mind, ekupada, eka uppada, right? Ekupada. Other one is ekupacheda. Ekupacheda. It passes away with the mind, right? Ekupacheda. The third one is ekarammana. Ekarammana, right? Other one is ekayatana. Ekayatana. Okay.
What is number four? Same object.
Ekayatana. Same object, ekarammana. Yeah. Same object, ekarammana. Arammana is the object.
Yeah.
Ayatana, ekayatana. Same base. Same base. Example, when the I consciousness arises in the I door, right? I consciousness arises in the I door. So what is the object? Object is the color, right? Color is the object. Any color. For example, because the mind, if the I sees the I consciousness sees the any shape, size, and form, it cannot identify very clearly. Mindo is the one which identify the in the correct way, no? So this thing we discussed. So now the I consciousness takes the color as the object, right? Color as the object. So the I consciousness associated with 7 types of mentality or the mental factors. What is that 7? Passa, that means the contact. Vedana, the feeling mental factor. And sanya is the perception mental factor. Passa, Vedana, sanya, ekagata. Other one, the fourth is ekagata. Ekagata means the one-pointedness. Mental factor, one-pointedness. Then Passa, Vedana, sanya, chetana. The fourth is chetana, right? Fourth is chetana. Chetana is the volition mental factors. The other one is ekagata. Ekagata means the one-pointedness mental factors. Ekagata, and then life faculty or jivitindriya. Jivitindriya means every mind movement, right? Every mind movement has jivitindriya. That gives the life to the mind, right? That means, mind has 3 phases: starting phases or the arising phase, and the standing phase or titi phase. Starting phase you call udaya, right? Udaya, or the upadakkana. Upadakkana in the Pali, it is the udaya, or we can say arising phase. And you have titi phase or the standing phase, and then the perishing phase, or we can say passing away, passes away phase, right? Phase. So the all before it passes away, right? Before mind passes away with the Cetasika, so we need the live mind. We need the live mind. So this live is maintained by the Jivitindriya. Okay. So if you want an example, please write down the Chakku Vijnana or the I consciousness, right? I consciousness. So I consciousness consists of I consciousness consists of the one is the consciousness, and the other thing is 7 types of Cetasika, right? 7 types of Cetasika or the mental factors. So those mental factors are now we discussed about 6, and then the other one is Manasikara, attention. Manasikara means attention, the 7th mental factor. Manasikara or the attention, right? Therefore, I consciousness associated with, or I consciousness is associated with 7 mental factors, right? 7 mental factors. These 7 mental factors takes the same object that mind takes, right? Mind takes a color. That means Chakku Vinyana takes the color. In the same way, simultaneously, those mental factors also takes the color object. Okay, and then arising. For example, taking the object, it arises at the same time with the mind. And taking the object, it perishes away or passes away with the mind, simultaneously with the mind, usually, right? And then,
But why the word usually is used?
sorry, I couldn't hear.
Why we say usually? It means sometimes it's not occurring, no?
Yeah. Sometimes that mean usually mean not always. Sometimes they take the perishing phase or the passing away phase differently also, right? Very rarely. So that's why I use the usually, right? But simultaneously arises, right? Simultaneously arises with the mind. Simultaneously, usually simultaneously perishes, right? But very occasionally they takes the my mental factors, mm, perishing way of my mental factors takes a little time, right? But this is very rarely. Uh, and then the fourth feature is they share the same base, right? Same base. That what is the base here? Chakku base, right? Or the eye base, right? Eye base, right? For example, again another example we take. For example, when you meditate, you have meditating mind, right? Meditating mind, and the 33 mental factors. We are learning this thing in near future, right? We will learn this thing in the near future, right? 33 mental factors. So out of these 33 mental factors, um, all mental factors arise with the same time with the mind, in the same time with the mind, perish away in the same time with the mind, or it fall down in the same time with the mind, and it takes the same object. For example, whatever the object mind takes in this time, in this situation, you are practicing anapanasati meditation. So mind also focus, or mind also takes the in breath, out breath, and touch point. So every chetasika, that means the all of the mental factors take the same object. That means the in breath, out breath, and touch. Got it? And then the same base, because this meditating mind is arising in the depend upon the heart base. Heart base, not in the eye base, not in the ear base, not in the nose base or tongue base or body base. This is the base. That base is heart base. So same, it shares same heart base. Mental mind and the mental factors share the same heart base. How many chetasika we have? We have 52 chetasika. Right? We have 52 chetasika. Please write down. We have 52 chetasika. Only 52. Even in the for the all three worlds, we don't have 54 or 53 or something like that. We have uncountable galaxies, right? All galaxies have all 52 chetasika, right? Not more than that, not the less than that, or not more than that. Only 50. And now this is the classification, right? Please listen to me. This is the classification. So all these mental factors, 52 mental factors, we classified in this way. So we have 7 types of mental factors. What I told in the I consciousness, those seven mental factors are the Sabba Chitta Sadharana Chetasika, right? Sabba Chitta Sadharana Chetasika. That means These 7 mental factors are common to all mind movements, all minds, all consciousness. So this is what is called Sabha Chitta Sadharana Chaitasika. Okay, this is the classification, right? Or we can say 7 universals, right? We can say 7 universals. Sabha Chitta Sadharana Chaitasika. So this is the classification, right? Sabha Chitta Sadharana Chaitasika. And then this don't write down because these all are we want to write. You want to write, right? Otherwise, you will miss. In the long run, you will miss. The other thing is we have 6 type of sundries or miscellaneous. That means various sundries. So seven types of sundries. The don't write, but I will give the time, right? Because why 7 sundries mean miscellaneous. That means in Pali it is what is called pakinnaka chetasika, right? 6 types of pakinnaka chetasika. So for example, 7 universals are the I will tell, but I will retell again, right? The 7 universals are the phassa vedana sanya chetana ekaggata jivitindriya manasikara. I will tell in English also. And then we have 6 sundries. Sundries mean sundry. That means it is not similar enough to form the one group like, right? For example, in the 7 types of all universals, they participate every chetasika, every mind. But these sundries, sometimes these sundries are sometimes few sundries goes to the akusala chetasika, few sundries goes to the kusala chetasika, kusala mind, kusala mind or akusala mind. We have kusala mind, akusala mind, and we have any other minds also. We have chakku vinyana, sota vinyana, gahana vinyana, jivha vinyana, kaya vinyana like mind, and we have again santirana, some patichana. Did you remember? Can you remember those things? Some sorry, some patichana, santirana, and sometimes vattapana, javana, tadaramana. So we have many mind movements. So all the sometimes these sundries don't go to every mind. That's why sundries, right? Sundries. 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 So then you have 14 types of akusala chetasika, 14 types of unwholesome chetasika, right? Then thereafter you have 19 types of sobana chetasika, or the beautiful, or we can say gorgeous chetasika. 19 types of gorgeous chetasika. And then you have 3 types of virati. Virati means the restraint, right? 3 types of restraint. Sama vacha, sama kamanta, sama ajiva. Those are the virati, right? And then you have 2 appamanya. Appamanya means immeasurable. Appamanya means immeasurable, right? Or countless, immeasurable. Those are the karuna, mudita. Karuna means the compassion. Mudita is the sympathetic joy. Sympathetic joy. And then you have Panyindriya. Lastly, you have Panyindriya. Those are the 52 mental chetasika. Then now we want to write down, right? We want to write down one by one. So what is the Sabba Chitta Sadharana Chetasika? Or we can say 7 universal. Let's write down. One is the Passa. Out of the 7 universal, one is the Passa. It is Passa, right? Passa mean, this is the contact. Passa mean the contact. Contact mean, when the mind and the every mental factors contact with the object, that's the contact, right? For example, when you see when you focus your breath, when you see your object in breath, out breath, touch point, the object is covered by the mind and the mental factors, right? Which mental factors it touches? This is the that means it contacts with the mind is, sorry, object is phassa, or the contact mental factors, right? Contact mental factor. Okay, then vedana means the feeling mental factor, right? Feeling, you can say feeling. Okay, phassa, vedana. Then sanya is the perception. Please write down with the Pali also. Phassa, vedana, sanya. And then chetana. Yes, chetana. Chetana means the volition. Then you have ekaggata, right? Ekaggata means one pointedness. Then you have jivitindriya, right? Please write down jivitindriya. Jivitindriya means the life faculty of the mind movements, right? Life faculty of the mind movement. And then you have manasikara. Manasikara means attention towards the object. Everything's towards the object, right? For example, contacts towards the object, feeling or vedana towards the object, perception towards the object, sanya, or chetana, volition towards the object, one-pointedness also towards the object. Jivitindriya maintain every Cetasika and the mind, right? Jivitindriya maintains every Cetasika. That means that gives life, or that gives the life to the every mental factors and the mind. So the last one is the attention, right? Attention is the manasikara. Those 7 Cetasika, we have every mind. You have these 7 Cetasika, or that's why they call 7 universal, right? Every mind. For example, eye consciousness also, these have these seven Cetasika, eye consciousness also, which has. And then if you attain Nibbana, right? Nibbana, then the Magga and Phala Cetasika, Magga and Phala mind movement, they also have these 7 types of Cetasika. So you want to understand in this way. If you have akusala mind, for example, if you have hatred mind towards the hatred object, and then also this 7 is associated with the hatred mind. That therefore it is called the 7 universal, or the mental factors common to all consciousness. And then you have the sundries, the 6 sundries, right? 7 universals, 6 sundries, or you can say miscellaneous, right? Miscellaneous or various. Sundries mean various, or you can say miscellaneous. In Pali term is the pakinnaka Cetasika. We can say pakinnaka Cetasika. Finish? Okay. There are 6 types of pakinnaka. First one is initial application, right? These are write down application only, but initial application, right? Initial application is the good term. That means vitakka. In Pali, it is the vitakka, right? Vitakka. And you have sustained application. Here it mentioned as sustainment. That's also correct. But sustained application. For example, when you have object, for example, when you meditate, we just take the meditation mind. You meditate, first you want to focus your in breath, out breath, and touch point. So this is the object. So around this object, your mind and mental factors are settled around this object. So what Vitaka does is Vitaka always lifts to the mind and mental factors to the object. Can you understand? Always lift. That means initially applied. It initially applied, right? Initially applies the Cetasika and other Cetasika and the mind towards the object. For example, this is your object, right? This is your object. So around object, your mind is settled down, right? Can you understand? This you want to see in the Vipassana. While practicing the Vipassana, you can see these things. So this the object, for example. So this is the mind and the mental factor. This is the mind and the mental factor, right? Mind and Cetasika. Cetasika. Meditation mind, how many Cetasika? 33. Huh? Can you see this thing? Yes, this is the object. This is the object, right? This is the object. Object. Okay. Now this Vitaka, right? Vitaka Cetasika is with the mind, no? With the mind, it arises, it perishes away, or it arises with the mind and fall down. So now what Vitaka does? Vitaka, it initially applies. That means in the very beginning, before the other Cetasika, right? Before the other Cetasika, it initially lifts towards the mind, right? It lifts towards the other all Cetasika and mind. It lifts towards the object like that, right? Huh? Can I understand? Mind and mental factors, it lifts all surrounding all the object by covering the all sides of the object. This Vitaka, it lift in every direction. In every direction, it lift towards the object. Okay, and then sustained application mean the vichara, right? Vichara. What does do vichara? Vichara, all mental factors and the mind. Vichara, like it rubs like that, right? It rubs the mental, finally rubs the object. Can you understand? This is the sustainment or the sustained application, we can say. After lifting the mind by Vitakka or the initial application or in all direction. So now what Vichara does, Vichara is rubbing the object and maintaining object for long time. For long time mean not for long time, no? Whatever the time, that means Titi phase or the standing phase, in the standing phase only, right? Then they fall down in the other phase, it fall down. Can you understand now? So now see the passa is this is the mind and mental factors, right? This is the object, right? So this is the passa, right? Mind touch the object, right? Can you understand? Mind touch the object. So where is the base? Base is here, right? Base is composed of Rupa Kalapa, right? Now we just we didn't reach to Rupa Kalapa stage still. This is the base. All around you have base, right? Your base. This is the heart base in the meditative mind. This is the heart base. Base is the heart. Actually, heart materiality, right? Heart base materiality is the heart base Rupa Kalapa, which we will reach in the near future after finishing this Cetasika part, right? 52 Cetasika part. If we completed this Cetasika part, we will shift to study the Rupa Kalapa, or the ultimate Rupa consists of the body.
They mean Sabbachitta Fatsa came here along with the Vitakka and Vichar.
Sabbachitta also you can for example Sabbachitta seven Sabbachitta you have seven universals. So Vitakka is the
Yes, but
this is the six sundries, right? Sorry.
yes, yes. But here we are saying no, that this is the mind touch, the object is
Yeah.
the first. So here first is
Yes.
also there.
You mean other? Yes, the other for feeling also. Feeling mean actually what feeling does is feeling um, feeling takes the pleasure. Feeling takes the pleasure about the object. So the feeling also it act also around the object, right? You want to see these thing with the in the vipassana, right? Every mental factors you want to see by practicing vipassana. While practicing vipassana, you can see these things. So up to now, you just you just understand like that. That means feeling mental factors also there. That means Vedana. The Vedana also towards the object, right? It it takes delights in because of the object, right? It takes delights. Let's go to the other types of the third one is the here you want to understand vitakka vichara and then virya. Fourth one is virya mean the effort chetasika or the we can say energy chetasika, right? Energy, for example, when you meditate, if you don't have energy chetasika, right? If you don't have energy, your mind is some sluggish mind, so you don't have energy, no? So at that time, this with virya chetasika not acting towards the object very well, not acting. Okay. uh, Now this is the virya, and then you have joy or piti. Virya, then this is the piti, fifth mental factors. Fifth mental factor. Oh, we miss the adhimokha. We miss adhimokha, no? Vitakka vichara adhimokha. Adhimokha. Oh, decision. Decision mental factor. It decides the object. How it decide the object, you want to see by vipassana. While practicing vipassana only. Otherwise, this is just studying only. Right? This is just studying only. By practicing this thing, everything will be cleared for you. And then this is the decision mental factors, adhimokha. This is the third, right? Fourth is the virya or the energy, we can say effort mental factor. Another one is piti. Piti mean in your language also maybe priti. Then the joy, piti, and then you have chanda. Chanda, right? Not chanda. Chanda is the moon, right? If you say Canda, chanda is the moon. Now this is chanda. Chanda means the desire. For example, if you have chanda for the kusala object, that means kusala chanda. Can you understand? This is the kusala chanda. If you have kusala object, if you have akusala object, or if you have hatred object, if you have lustful object, or if you have a moha object, so that in that situation you have akusala. That desire is not the kusala desire. That desire change to the akusala side. And this is the six sundries or six chetasika, right? Seven universal and six sundries are also called anya samana chetasika. Samana mean the same, right? Same. Anya mean another way same, right? Another way same. Another way same. Anya. Anya samana. Same in another way. If you forget about this thing, no problem, right? So you want to count, or you want to take into the mind 52 chetasika only, because when we practice vipassana, we need this 52 chetasika to to see through the light, right? To see through the light in front of you, everything will give. Everything will give through the light. After having, for example, first jhana of the Anapanasati meditation, after having the first jhana, you can see your mind, right? You can see your mind while in the jhana also you can see your mind. And 5 types of Cetasika. For example, Vitakka, Vichara, Priti, Sukha, Ekagata, right? 5 types of Cetasika you can. Okay, can you hear me? 5 types of Cetasika: Vitakka, Vichara, Priti, Sukha, Ekagata. 5. That means Vitakka, Vichara, from where Vitakka, Vichara? It is the sun rays, no? Out of the 6 sun rays, Vitakka, Vichara. Yeah. And Priti, Sukha and Ekagata. Sukha means the Vedana Cetasika, right? Vedana Cetasika, Sukha Vedana, you have Dukkha Vedana and you have Adukkama Vedana. Adukkama Vedana means equanimity, right? Vedana, the equanimity feeling, right? So then I want to say that while practicing samatha also, you can see 6 types of mentality, right? 6 types of mentality. What are the 6? Your mind and your meditative mind or the jhana mind, right? And 5 types of Cetasika: Vitakka, Vichara, Priti, Sukha, Ekagata. We ask you to see your Bhavanga mind also while practicing the Samatha meditation. Your Bhavanga mind. Bhavanga mind means life continuum. So this life continuum also you can see as a light, right? This is also as a brilliant light. Mind can be seen by you as a brilliant light. And the Cetasika also you can see as a brilliant thing. Can you understand? So while practicing then Samatha also you can see 7 types of thing, 7 types of mentality. What 7 types? Again, I will tell. Your meditative mind or the jhana mind you can see, especially the jhana mind, and 5 types of Cetasika, 6. Then your Bhavanga mind, all 7, right? Only these 7 we see while practicing Samatha meditation or the tranquility meditation. And then if we practice, for example, you can practice all jhana also. If you practice up to 4th jhana in this stage, you can practice all jhana. For example, every jhana in the world you can practice. Or if you don't have time, you can progress with the Anapana only. You can progress, right? Whatever the way, if you wish, I will guide you. I will bettering you. I will be bettering you. Okay. Now,
Bhante, you told
yes,
that Bhavanga has its own bright light,
on
and
bright light.
Chetasika also has bright light,
Yeah.
and Chetasika have
Yeah.
also their own bright light. Means extra lights are adding, no?
Yes. For example, if you can see the Patibhaganimitta, right? Patibhaganimitta by practicing this Anapanasati meditation, if you can see the Patibhaganimitta also bright light, right? So your mind is in the heart, right? Mind is in the heart. Mind also a brilliant thing. So this brilliant thing appear in this Patibhaga Nimitta. You have Patibhaga Nimitta in front of you like that, right? So within this Patibhaga Nimitta, you can see your mind and the all mental factors. But in this situation, that means in this stage, in the practice in Samatha meditation, the teacher asks you to see 5 mental factors only. Those are what is called jhana factors or jhananga. Only those 5 jhananga. Um, so what I want to say is here. Uh, so if you don't, I wanted to tell that eh, only with the Anapanasati meditation up to 4th jhana also you can practice vipassana based on that jhana. If you desire or if you will to practice all jhana in the world, That's also possible. Okay, now let's see
Up to
the
eight, na, up to eight,
sorry.
na?
Yeah, after 8 Jan.
Up to 8.
Yeah, we have eight Atha Samapati, 8 attainment. Right? We have 8 attainment. Okay, now you go to the 14 unwholesome mental factors or akusala chetasika. Right? 14 unwholesome mental factors. Write down. Everybody should write down. This is a must. So, for example, out of we have 14, no? We have 14. So, first chetasika is the delusion. Delusion or moha. Delusion, we can say illusion also, right? Delusion, illusion, even ignorance also we can say, right? Ignorance, illusion, delusion, everything are same name, same meaning. Ignorance. The moha again called avijja. Moha, please write down. Moha avijja. Avijja means delusion. Moha also called avijja. And then you have ahiri, right? Moha ahiri. Ahiri means consciencelessness, right? Consciencelessness. Consciencelessness. Ahiri. Ahiri is the shamelessness. Ottappa means the fearlessness, right? Fearlessness to do the akusala thing or the evil deed. Then moha, ahirika, anottapta, uddacha. Other one is uddacha. That is the restlessness of the mind. Restlessness of the mind. Usually, when you meditate, you have everything. Everything means moha also can be in your mind. Uddacha or the restlessness of the mind also your mind which is associated the uddacha also. So these four is called we can say unwholesome universals, right? Unwholesome universals, because every akusala mind, these four types of chetasika we have, right? Please write down that is the all four is what is called unwholesome universals, right? That means sabba akusala chetasika. Sabba chitta akusala chetasika, right? Sabba chitta akusala chetasika. That means every akusala mind, those four associated. Sabba chitta akusala chetasika, or we can say unwholesome universals, right? Unwholesome universals. Those four, what is called in that way. So again, this is called moha chatukka, right? Moha chatukka. Moha chatukka, it is in the Pali term. Moha chatukka. Chatukka means the four modes of moha, right? Four modes of moha. Chatukka. Four modes. Moha chatukka. Four modes of delusion, right? Four modes of delusion, what's called moha chatukka. Also, it is used usually. Then you have the other mental factor. Please write down the fifth mental factor is the greed, or we can say lobha, right? Lobha or the greed, or we can say craving, right? Craving, greed, any similar meaning, any term which gives the similar meaning. Then you have ditti. After lobha, you have ditti. Ditti is the wrong view. or we can say misconception, wrong view. Finish. And then the other 7 Cetasika is the 7th position, that is the mana, conceit, or pride also, conceit or pride, mana. Then you have dosa, that means hatred, dosa, hatred, or aversion, we can say aversion, ill will, many names, no? Enmity, aversion, ill will, any name you can use. And then Issa is the envy Cetasika. Issa. Especially the Issa mean, dosa mean the hatred mind. Issa mean, when someone has some properties or some fame, your mind, for example, if somebody's have properties or the fame, good properties, sophisticated properties, and if someone is not happy about that, that is the Issa, right? Jealous, yeah, jealousy. Issa means envy or the jealousy also. Then other one is Machariya. Machariya mean, we can say stinginess or avarice. Stinginess, avarice. This is possessiveness. Possessiveness mean like possessiveness is also correct, right? Stinginess, avarice also, please write down. Stinginess, avarice. Avarice mean avarice. Yeah, AVARICE. 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 Stinginess mean STING, stingy, NGI. Yeah, stinginess. Possessiveness mean, this material, he accumulate or he gain excessively, with the excessively greed, with the excess of greed, he collect everything. That is the material, and he doesn't like he doesn't like his properties, his same properties, share with the other. Sophisticated car, you don't like to the other people's of having same car like that, right? That is the Machariya, right? Other one is Kukucha. Other one is Kukucha. That is remorse. Or we can say regret. You regret. This Kukucha mean you regret because of if you couldn't do any kusala kamma or any wholesome action in the past, your mind will regret, right? Or this is the remorse. Or if you have done some evil thing, now your mind regret or remorse. Now these are called, these 4: dosa, issa, machariya, kukucha, called dosa chatuka. But this dosa chatuka, like in the moha chatuka, it is not in all akusala minds. It is only in the dosa mind. Those are all in the only in the dosa mind, not in the moha mind, or sorry, not in the greedy mind. And then you have the 12th one, you have sloth. Sloth means thin. Sloth means thin. Thin means the sluggishness of the mind. Sluggishness of the mind, right? Or the other one, 13, torpor. Torpor. Torpor means middha. Middha means the sluggishness of the mental body. Mental body means, the Cetasika, right? Sluggishness of the Cetasika. All the mental factors.
Here
Sluggishness of the mental factors.
Cetasika are
Sorry?
sluggish. Here
Yes.
Cetasika are sluggish, no? So the object will be different of mind and Cetasika?
No. Actually, so see, not object different. For example, Tina goes to the no, the
Mind.
mind and the Chetasika will, mind and the Chetasika will arise at the same time. That
Is
is
what
that is obvious,
the
isn't it?
Thina Mitra is
Yeah,
associated.
because yes, Thinamida is associated. For example, especially Thinamida associated with the greedy mind, and sometimes with it associated with the hatred mind. So the thing is here, Thina mean the mind sluggishness, right? Mind sluggishness. It gives the sluggishness towards the mind, and Midda is it gives the sluggishness to all of the Chetasika. And then you have the last Chetasika is the Vichikicha. Vichikicha is the doubt, or we can say skepticism. For example, all these akusala chetasika never come to the kusala minds, right? For example, your meditating mind, if we analyze meditating mind, know these types of chetasika. But if your mind, while meditating, if your mind associated with thinamidda, or the sluggishness of the mental mind, let's say like that, sluggishness of the mental mind, or your energy is very low, then what happened? The akusala, while practicing meditation, that means while going the kusala mental process in your heart, this mental process also time to time it occurs in the heart. Can you understand? So two types of different minds will keep going on, right? Keep going on. Two types of different mind. For example, again, sometimes you have lustful object while practicing the meditation with the kusala mind. Then you may take lustful object. So then two different mental process in that way you want to understand. Can you understand me? Okay. And then this is the 14 types of kusala chetasika, and we finished the 7 universal or the sabbhachitta sadharana chetasika, and then we finished the pakinnaka chetasika, or the miscellaneous or sundries or the various chetasika. So these types, so we don't have now time to go to the other. For example, Sobhana Chetasika, we have 19 types of Sobhana Chetasika, and restraint Chetasika, we have 3 types of Virati Chetasika, and then Apamanya 2 and 1 Panyindriya. So all Chetasika Panyindriya. We will do, continue our Dhamma talk in near another Saturday. Right, near Saturday, next Saturday. So any question up to now? Any question?
Bhante, two types of chatukka, no? One is dosa chatukka, one is moha chatukka. Then lobha chatukka is there.
No, no Lobha Chatukka, because Lobha associated usually Ditti and Mana. So it has no Chatukka, it has triad only, right? It has triad, no? Therefore, it is not called like
Yes.
that. Moha, so Lobha, Ditti, Mana. Can you remember the Lobha, 8 types of Lobha minds? We discussed this thing, no? 8 types of Lobha mind. Uh, these 8 types of Lobha mind, for example, Somanasa Sahagata, Jnana Sampayukta, Asankarika Sita, Asankarika Chitta. So in this way, Somanasa Sahagata, sorry, no. Somanasa Sahagata, Dittigata Sampayukta, not Jnana Sampayukta, Dittigata Sampayukta. Ditti means this wrong view. If the lower mind is associated with the Ditti, then you don't have Mana or the conceit, right? So you want to be very careful, or if you can remember this thing by heart, it is very easy to come out from your mind. Now we share merits. Now nearly one year we take to study the consciousness, and 1 year we are chanting this what is called the sharing merits, the stanza. You won't take it by heart, but still most our devotees can't chant this as by heart, no? Okay, now follow me. Idamme punyang asavakhaya vang hotu.
Idam me priyam asavakhaya hontu.
Idamme punyang nibbanasa pachayo hotu.
Idam me priyam nibbanasa pachaye hotu.
Mama punyang bhagang
Mama priyam bhagam
sabbe sattanam bhajemi.
sabbe sattanam bhajami.
Te sabbe me samang
Te sabbe me samam
punyang bhagang labantu.
priyam bhagam labantu.
Sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.